Hi and welcome to the Martin Bell Show. Hopefully you've been keeping well, and in the video today I'm going to be updating you on my investment portfolios across my self-invested personal pensions and my ISA. I have done a recent purchase of ETF in my self-invested personal pension, and we'll get straight into it. But before I go any further, I like to say that I am not a licensed professional. This video does not constitute as financial advice. This video is for educational, motivational or inspirational purposes only, and for documenting my journey. So, if you need professional advice, please seek a licensed professional that has your best interests at heart, and capital is always at risk. So let's get straight into the video. So I have done a recent purchase, and I also have received one of my largest dividend payments the other day. So let's get straight into the dividend payment, as you probably want to know the juicy one. So I received one of my largest dividend payments the other day, which was £11.63, and that was from the iShares FTSE 100, which is the 100 largest companies from the UK, and they are very international as well. So things are doing well, and I receive about 6p per every unit that I hold. So at the time of that paying, I think I had around 207 units paid of that 6p. Probably a bit less, or maybe it wasn't paid as much for that quarter. So I now will go to my self-invested personal pension, and I purchased myself another £500 worth of iShares FTSE 100, which was excluding the fees. So it was 500 and whatever it was, and £11 for the fees. I think it was around £6.40 per unit. 75 times £6.40. So yeah, around a little over £6.40 for 75 units. And now this has pushed me up into roughly around 282 units, or £1,800 invested, which means I'm going to roughly receive now around about nearly £17 per quarter paid, which means I'm receiving roughly around £5.64 every month. And the fee for the ETF is £1.26 a year, and I'm currently going to be receiving roughly around £67.68. So it is going really, really well. Things are looking really, really promising, and I'm making the right decisions and in life, and making the right sacrifices, and giving something up for now for something better in the future. And in all likelihood, people are likely to live longer as society becomes safer and knowledge becomes better. People are going to be living longer. So, and also I have another one in my self-invested personal pension, which is 27 units held in an iShares Developed Market REIT, which is a real estate investment trust, which is like property, without having to put large sums of cash down, and I'm spreading my risk. I will be adding to this position further and building a bigger position of this. I roughly receive around £4.32 a quarter, or £1.44 every month. So this means now I'm dripping around £7.08 from my self-invested personal pension, and this means I'm going to be receiving in total with my ISA. I have added cash to my ISA, but I haven't done any purchases, so I won't be showing that. So this means I'm receiving roughly around £7.35 every month. And one of my long-term goals is to replace my current wage with my passive income wage. This doesn't mean I'm going to quit my job once I've replaced it. It just means there's going to be additional money is coming in, and it's going to provide me for some security, stability, and it's more importantly, it's going to give me freedoms to do what I want to do, when I want to do them, how much I want to do them, and when I don't want to not to do it anymore. And I have more choice and freedoms in life, and that creates more of a happy, fulfilling life, that I'm creating my own destiny, and I'm not just creating my own destiny, I'm having help. I'm creating my own destiny. things are going forward. Obviously, help with God, and very important. And not everything is about money. Money isn't everything, but it does help to pay the bills if you want to do things as well. It does help with that and does take a lot of alleviations of worry away. Also, if you're getting your life together and act together, and you now making the right sacrifices and giving things up and investing for your future self, and you're seeing that pay forward, it really does. Your future self will really thank yourself for it. So basically this means that if you smoke, drink too much, have a gambling habit, an illegal drug habit, or designer clothing, luxury cars, luxury watches, none of that is really important. You basically need to get your foundational block built first. And even when that foundational block is built, I would highly advise certain ones to never get into, such as smoking, drinking, gambling. But then again, I would never spend crazy monies on watches, on earned income. It would only be from passive income, but then again, it'd have to be quite considerable, because I wouldn't want to spend that money if it's just going to be on some watch. You know what I mean? I'd have to have serious amounts of cash just to do that at a whim. I couldn't just do that willy-nilly. No. So, yes. So if you're in the beginning process of getting your life together, this is maybe some things to think about, is to start making the right sacrifices, such as having debt, working on getting onto a budget, paying down bad debt, and trying to get debt free. Obviously, you can't get rid of the mortgage, but if you've got a bad credit card debt, trying to get that resolved if you can. Giving up bad habits and getting a routine and all these sorts of things, and your future self will start to thank you for it. And once the snowball starts to roll, something clicks in your mind. It's like when I received that payment the other day, it really made the snap decision that I'm making the right sacrifices in life. It's like, I think now every time I buy one of them ETFs, like the iShares FTSE 100, it's roughly around £6.40, so let's call it £6.50. So let's say if I can sacrifice like a low ticket item, let's say it's around the £6 to £10 mark for one unit, I can either have that, which will probably no longer have some use for a while, or I may not even need it, or I can have 6p every quarter or 2p every month, as long as it all continues to go well. What would I rather have? I know 2p is not a lot, but then again, when you have like nearly 300 of them, it does add up over long periods of time. And I do want to add this position out, and I do want to build it up to roughly around £5,000 to £10,000 position, and this would then I want to add into more other positions as well, but I will be adding into the developed markets. I will need to build them out as well. And it also is good, the iShares FTSE 100, it has a really low fee. So if I have £10,000 invested, the fee of the ETF is only £7 a year, and I'm already receiving £16.92 per quarter. So the fee is more than well paid off from the dividend payment as well. So I have going to be adding more into my SIP and my ISA. I may move my ISA, I may not. I'm not sure. I'm pretty happy with the provider I'm with. Really happy with the self-invested personal pension that I'm happy with. But concerns later on would be lifetime allowance. They have shrunk it considerably what it has been in the past. It has been a crazy amount, and they have reduced it to still a crazy amount of money, but that is quite concerning if you're building up over long periods of time. That I don't want to be heavily taxed, and I'm going to have to think about that for nearer the road, but I'm nowhere near that at that moment in time. So we're now on my main sheet, which is going to be my goals, and so I have my progress so far, some of interesting analytics and numbers that I find appealing, and I don't want to have too much on this page. It's like a broad overview, this one mainly. So in my self-invested personal pension, one of my first goals is to have £100,000 invested, and the reason being I chose that number is it's a nice big round number, and it's roughly going to give me 4%. It's going to give me £4,000 a year, which will give me roughly £333 every month. And I'm thinking that would more than enough cover my food bills. And this is one of the main reasons why I'm investing, is to mainly cover all my outgoings and then have some more left over for like treats and luxury, or maybe going out for a meal every now and then. So on my self-invested personal pension, obviously I have around £2,300 invested, which means I am already 2.3% complete already, and it's been less than a year, so that is really, really cool. So I'm really looking forward to getting that position into double digits, and that'll be really, really cool when that happens as well. So in my stocks and shares ISA, I want to get £20,000 invested. I don't know if there's a lifetime allowance, but you only live for so long, so obviously you can only put so much in your lifetime, that is, and it does have a lot of good tax benefits and tax breaks, such as all dividend payments are tax exempt and capital gains are as well, and also you can withdraw the money when you need to. That number is not right. I do have more invested because I do have a fund that is invested with a broker, but that needs to be added into the position as well. So on Moneybox, I would have roughly around £10,000 set aside. Basically, this is for opportunities that arise, which are in a 3-month period. I may move this from Moneybox to a different provider because there is a 3-month waiting period to get the money. So I may move it, but I will be doing the same thing, or it will just be under a different name. And I would have roughly around £10,000 for that, and I'm already 1.10% complete. So I've been thinking about it more in detail. I've been setting about what kind of hard goal do I want to set. This is one of my first long-term, very hard goals, but if you break up into little chunks, you can get there in time. And obviously if I get my income up as well, it does speed up the process quite a bit, which will be very helpful. So I want to have roughly around £2.5 million invested or stored up, ready to be invested or used in some way. And the reason why I picked that number is because at a 4% withdrawal rate of dividend payments, that gives me a lifestyle of roughly around £100,000 a year, which means that I will have a very upper middle class life. And everything, when I get older, I remain semi-well, or well, and I have all my marbles together, I will be able to enjoy retirement and do what I want and not have to worry about money. I won't be going crazy and going out to eat every night and things like that, because to me then it ruins its specialness, if you know what I mean. It's got to be done sparingly, and then it's more meaningful. If you're doing it every day, it's more like you can't be asked to cook than actually going out for a nice meal, if you know what I mean. I actually do really enjoy cooking, and that's something I'm going to be doing more in the future as well. So I have also figured out the percentage complete of that crazy goal of 2.5 million. I am 0.1% complete already, which is really cool when you think about it in a way. And one other interesting fact is, one of my ones that I really want to hit is obviously probably to hit my current wage per month, which is roughly around £1,200 per calendar month, and my investment per calendar month from dividends is £7.35. So ideally I want to match that, so I know that if anything happens, I have security and stability coming in, knowing that I'm going to have some extra monies coming in. So if I give something up for now for something better in the future, it's going to be much more rewarding. And I'm already on my process of the journey. I am 0.61% complete on replacing my earned income with passive income, but it still doesn't mean I'm going to quit my 9 to 5. I will probably be just adding more and thinking about the future. So hopefully you found this video useful and enjoyed the update. Yes, no, I didn't talk about the ICE dividend, did I? Yeah. So before I go, the last one I received £11.63, which is like a really good amount of money, and it's really made that click in the mind change. So ideally now, every time I add more, the snowball will start to roll, and eventually now this one will start to buy more of itself, as it's £11.63, £6.40 a unit, which means I can only buy another 2 units from that in itself, so it kind of drips into itself. So if you found this video useful and informative and you want to see further videos, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Clicking the bell notification gets you notified when I next release a video, and hopefully you're having a good day. And we don't just talk about finances here, we also play video games, as well as I document financial news. So thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you all soon.